All right, welcome to July. Wow, can you believe it's already July 2026? Yes, and it's mostly in July, it's Cancer season. So if you are a Cancer sun, Cancer moon, or Cancer rising, you'll be especially interested in this energy forecast. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for joining. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. But I also teach you how to become your own psychic reader. So check out my website, www.themoontree.org, for free resources and all sorts of things to help you become your own psychic. Okay, so I want to talk about Cancer season, and I'm a Cancer moon and a Cancer rising. So this is kind of one of my favorites. I already feel the change coming, but it's funny because right now it's been raining a lot where I live, and so it rained on me and it hailed on me, and so my usual hair is like really floofy, and this is really natural because it got soaked, and I just don't feel like doing my hair. So this is me and my whole natural hair. Okay. Okay, so Cancer season. Well, that's a water element, and so it's very emotional. Okay, and it's very intuitive. Cancer likes to feel secure, especially in its own home. In fact, Cancer runs real estate too. So this could be a time from June 21st until July 22nd in tropical whole house astrology. This time can be interesting in the fact that they'll be more focused on the home, the family, the pets, the real estate, and things that make you feel good and secure, right? And Cancer likes money, okay? And so it could be stuff about your finances as well. June 30th, Jupiter, our lucky, benevolent, holly jolly big yellow planet, is moving from Cancer, which, by the way, Jupiter loves being in Cancer, but it's moving into Leo. So there is a shift coming, and you can already feel it as Jupiter is making its last degrees in Cancer. So watch for that, because this Jupiter moving into Leo means it's going to expand those Leo things with the kids, right? Leo kind of accentuates or has the vibe of children. Very much about creativity, the Leo, very much about being your leader in your video game of life, taking charge, being the Leo lion, having the courage. That's why Wizard of Oz, I like looking at Wizard of Oz because it has a lot, not just Mandela effects, but it also has a lot of astrology sort of parallels the Wizard of Oz. So when we see Leo the lion, right? The lion on the Wizard of Oz is looking for courage, right? That's something that will be coming into play here. Leo also rules our royalty and our leaders. So, and Jupiter likes to expand things. So I'm not surprised if we're going to hear more about leaders and more news and things like that. Also, Leo likes to run gold. So I've been stocking up a little bit. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do believe in real things. And, I do a little bit of crypto and a little bit of the fake money and the stocks. That's all fake. Real gold, though, I am interested into, and precious metals. And Leo runs gold and luxury items and things like that, too. So, when I think of Leo, I think of a lion who's got a purple robe for royalty and gold accents and a gold palace, right? And so what's interesting is that President Trump is a Leo rising. So I'm sure we're going to hear some news about him, because when things like big planets move into new signs, like moving into Leo, those first few degrees, those first few months are really, really, really prominent when it first leaves a sign and moves into a sign. So interesting stuff about Jupiter. And if you're a Sagittarius or a Pisces, moon, rising, sun, Sagittarius or Pisces are run by Jupiter in ancient astrology, which I practice, the whole house astrology. Actually, I practice a bunch of astrologies, but for this video, I am using whole house tropical astrology. I also offered the Destiny Decoder. And so this is only 11 bucks or something like that. And it's got a bunch of really quickie ways to read, the moon, the playing cards, Lenormand cards, and the meanings. And you can do quickie readings. It even got the chakras in there. and all sorts of things for you too. Also, the day of the week, right? Your birthday. Oh, so here's an example. June 30th is when Jupiter goes into Leo. So we could look at the number 30 as a birthday. It's like the three, but more serious. It's high IQ, scientists, sales, creativity, freelancing. So we could hear news about that on the 30th, for example, right? So all these things are in the Destiny Decoder, very inexpensive, very affordable, and just packed with information so you can become your own psychic reader. Yes, another thing that's happening in July that I wanted to mention is Venus. I love Venus too. Jupiter's cool, it expands, but Venus brings us luxury and money, and it's the goddess energy. And Venus was her name. I like Venus, okay? And so Venus is going into Virgo on July 9th, okay? So there'll be more about organization, about purifying your life. Venus is bringing you gifts and money if you are of service to other people. When you declutter your house, your car, your business, when you organize, because Virgo likes to organize. And so Venus is doing that. And so I'm going to talk about that in your individual forecast.